Hello Marvel Heroes fans, today is all about story mode, and as you may have already experienced, in this game there are a lot of story missions, and some story missions actually reward you with pretty good stuff, while other missions are just experience and so on. So when you have so many heroes to play, when you have 3 difficulties level for each hero, sometimes you do not need to complete all the story unless you really want to complete them. For me, there are a certain number of missions that I always do. And why do I do all these missions? Because of the permanent health, permanent spirit, as well as the power point reward. Now, how many are we talking here? We are talking about 12 power points reward. That is pretty substantial when you try to build your hero. It means that instead of 150 points that you have at level 60, you've got 162. And then for 60 spirit, it's good stuff. I mean, for any hero, spirit is good. And the health is a little bit low, but why not just a little bit of it, treat it like an artifact. So today I would like to show you in this video what are the missions that I do and how I go about doing them the fastest way, all right? And the next thing that why it's important to do all this besides all the permanent stat that is added to your hero is that if you want to play prestige, meaning that after level 60 you want to bring the hero back to level 1, all these stats that you have gained, the health, spirit as well power point, are being retained in your hero. So it is good to give your prestiged hero a head start, with that kind of extra health, extra spirit, as well as the power point for you to allocate. And most importantly, because when you prestige a hero, all the mission log is being wiped off, so you can't really see what you have done in the past and what you need to do. And because the reward will only be given to you once per hero, so it is important if you intend to prestige your hero to complete at least this core set of missions before you go on. Alright, so without further ado, I would like to invite my wife, who is also playing with me today, and both of us will be doing this video together with you. All right. So now the first thing I do, it is important that you have at least one hero, or at least you have a friend who has done some of this, because you need the waypoint to be open. So assuming that you have the essential waypoint to be open, the first mission I do is to the Blood Rose nightclub, which is chapter 1, the last one of them. Go in. And by the way, I'm going to time my progress as well, because I want to know like how fast I can do it for one set of story. So here, if you have played the Octopus, I believe, Octopus terminal, it should not be, you should be quite familiar with it, because from here onwards it's Octopus. So yep, I'm going to skip this part. Okay, so for story mode, you come here and you interact with this tablet of life and time, and there's a little cutscene that you cannot skip. So this is Octopus. Nothing quite memorable here, because you probably have out-leveled the whole thing. Then you loot this tablet of time and life, and then there's another cutscene, and that's it. You have 25 permanent health bonus for that, the thing that you've done. All right. So that's number 1. So that's the one that I always do, to defeat Dr. Octopus. Then the next one is the Hood and Taskmaster. Taskmaster gives you a potion or booster, but since it's so easy to do anyway, why not? So chapter 2, Taskmaster. So I go in here, you go into Taskmaster, and it will give me a booster. Because it's so easy to do, I don't mind doing it. So onto Taskmaster is oops, that's it. Okay, so I mean, when you do story, you usually out level the whole thing. So after you've done Taskmaster, I usually come out, and then after that I go back in, because I need to use the waypoint to do Hood terminal or story. So I come back up here, and then I head to Hood, which is the cargo freighter, the last option, which is this option here, right? So Taskmaster here, Hood is here. So again, I'm going to go into Hood. So Hood is very much like the if you play the terminal, it's just the same thing. So yeah, that's it. So that's your Hood. So after you've done this, and you have to head back to. Let me also loot something here. Bear with me. Okay, always go for this chest here. So after that, you go back to the Avenger Tower, and you talk to Maria Hill, I believe, and it should have the PowerPoint reward. So if you talk to Maria Hill,
Respect the rank, hero.
all right, and skip the scene, then you have the PowerPoint. So yeah, great stuff. You've got one PowerPoint. Congratulations. Now after you've done you've got the PowerPoint, you have to collect your booster reward, which is at the storage yard. So you go back to storage yard here, the second one here on chapter 2, which is storage yard. And it's either on the left or right. So you check your map, and it is on the right side. This is where you turn in, and you get rarity, booster, which is good. So after that, you go back to the waypoint here. Go to chapter 3. So now you've completed 3 missions already. Chapter 3, you go to Bamboo Forest. All right. So Bamboo Forest is where there's a shepherd somewhere that you have go north. Now this is an open map, so it is random, but it is in one of the places up on the north that you will find. So I've already checked this out before I record this video because I don't want to waste you guys' time. So it's either one of these north kind of ways. So once you come here, you get to this poison gland entrance, enter it, and I'm going to skip this part as well. So here is the one that you have to destroy this ritual, whatever, lord. So yep, that's done. So that is 5% plus 5, spirit. So that's also good stuff. So after that, you come back here. You go back to Avenger Tower, and when you, then after that you need to do a body slide back into Avenger Tower. Then now you're on to chapter 4 with this Bullseye. So Bullseye is at chapter 4, all right, at the upper east side, all right. Then when you come out of the waypoint, you go into the building here, and there are 2 entrances. So you go to the rooftop here. So here is when you will spawn Bullseye, and you just need to take him down.
And somebody's in trouble.
Right, and it's quite easy.
Lots of folks waiting
Done.
for you in hell.
So why do you want to do Bullseye? A lot of people want to do this mission because you have a retcon device. Retcon device is quite hard to come by in this game. Well, it's not that hard to come by actually, but when it comes to free, I mean, free retcon, why not, right? So after that, oops, I don't know why it's bugged. Yeah, I cannot click onto him, but doesn't matter. I'll get my reward. Let's see.
I hate to
done.
admit it, but
Okay, so after that, you just have to defeat Kingpin after your Bullseye. So that is still within chapter 4. So chapter 4, there are two missions that you need to do. One is Bullseye, the other one is Kingpin. So Kingpin is the one that is on the Fisk Tower. I always think there's fish. So that is when you, if you play the terminal, you should be familiar with this one. So I'm going to skip this one as well. So Kingpin is very much like the terminal that you've done, except there's a little cutscene. So that's also no big deal. Just go in, do your job. And I'm sure you have outlet the whole thing by now. So yeah, it's done. So after you've done this, you interact with this guy here. Alright. Yeah, so I just make sure that my wife done it. Okay. Then you just go back to Avenger Tower, talk to Maria Hill again, and they'll give you 1 PowerPoint if I'm not wrong. So that is, see, 1 PowerPoint. Lovely. So you have completed 2 right now. So that is, so far it's 9 minutes we have spent, and we have done half the story already. Not bad. Now number 5 is about the, chapter 5 is Juggernaut. So you go to Old Train Yard, Juggernaut. The last option. So if you run the Juggernaut terminal again, is something that you're familiar with. So I'm going to skip this. Okay, then go into the Juggernaut entry. See a little cutscene there as well. 10.5 minutes has passed. Then just oops. Oh no. Yeah, I hate this. Like this shield there is really useless. Yeah, you did. Okay, so just okay, so now you've done. Ooh, there's an unstable molecule. Not bad. That's for crafting, by the way. So after you've done Juggernaut, you're supposed to go back to talk to Professor X, but you can hold it because you're going to do it in a few times together. You know, so after Juggernaut, the next thing you do, just hold your reward. That is chapter 6, Magneto, which is a command bunker. So what are you playing for? For Juggernaut, it is 50 health, and for Magneto is 5 spirit. Right. Again, I'm going to skip this part. So for Magneto story mode, you have to go through Pyro. So you know, in the terminal you can skip this boss, but in here you can't. So that's no big deal. It's kind of easy anyway. Yeah. So after you've done this, is go into Magneto, skip the cutscene, and then that's it. So by the way, I'm playing with Punisher, which is just got his review. So I'm very excited on that, and I'll do a video later on him. So okay, so that is Magneto. After you're done with Magneto, again you should talk to Professor X, but just hold it. You don't need to go too many times. So the next one is going to chapter 6 is done. Chapter 7. Chapter 7, there are 2 places you need to go. So the first one is the science station. The third option is here. Just go into science station. Alright. And inside the science station, there's inside this guy here, there's a mission for you to do certain things. So the first thing you need to do is to collect some biomass. So you look at those hybrid, whatever hybrid here. So there are a few of them. You need 3 only. 1, 2, and 3. So after you've got 3, then you can go into the next bit, which is find the place to turn in that thing. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this until I find that. So yeah, so this is the first checkpoint to click onto. Nothing fantastic here. So always open your mini map because I'll tell you where it is. And by the way, this whole thing is kind of like a maze, so you know. So continue to the next one. Okay, on to the next one, you need to click onto this guy. So just clear some of this nonsense first, making sure that it won't disturb you while you're doing your job. So you just need to interact with it. Getting hit by something, I don't know what. Alright, so interact with it and done. And then after that, you have to go to ventilation system on the other side. So I'll skip again. Okay, we are almost there. This is the ventilation duct or whatever it is. It is one of those that it just takes a while to. This mission is one of those that is taking too much time, I would say. But yeah, I mean, this also gives you the permanent. PowerPoint, this one. So after you get this one, you go back out. And the next one you need to go to is the Sinister lab. Okay, here Sinister lab. Go there. But then before you go and do Sinister, you have to go out and get another dungeon instance. So you have to go out, and I've already found it. But in the map, you have to find it in different locations. Sometimes random. So this one is the most painful one. These 2 missions are by the way. So you have to come to here and then go to this place called Evolution Facility. So you just go in there and then you go through the instance. Again, I'm going to skip, and there's a final boss called Bonebreaker. Okay, so after you work through the instance, the first thing you need to do is to destroy this machine here, the device, the gem mod device. And then after that you go to the Bonebreaker instance. Alright, that is somewhere here. So you go into this instant here, where you will see a Bonebreaker. So okay, so he's a boss there. So yeah, that is another 50 permanent health bonus. So what I usually do from this point, I just body slide back. Oops. I body slide back, and then I go back to the Sinister. So that complete the Bonebreaker, give you the health bonus, and after that you come back to Sinister's lab that you've seen. So this one again is like the terminal, so I'm going to skip this part as well. Okay, slightly different from the terminal is that you have to interact with this object here, so you have to clear all this nonsense here. Yep, so I'm waiting for my Hulk to come and help. Okay, so that's done. And then it is merely going to the Sinister side, which is just a straight roll to here, very much like the terminal. And then after that there will be a cutscene.
New specimens for my studies.
Alright, and then that's it.
Just like I learned in the Corps.
I mean, it's supposed to be quite easy. So done. So that's done. Then interact with the Bishop here. And then you go back here. That's where you see the cutscene again. You can stop. Now, after you've done it, you can then talk to Professor X because you have done all the necessary quests that mission that he would have given to you. So you just run back to Professor X, talk to him. 50 health bonus, good stuff. Cutscene. Then 5 spirit, good stuff. And then after that, experience boost. So that is really useful if you are leveling heroes and so on. So after that, after you've done that, so you've done the seven chapters. On to the 8th one is where the Nick Fury will give you some quests and so on. So what I usually do is I go directly to Hydra Island because that is the only one that give you Hydra Island will give you 5 spirits. So that is when I would just talk to. Well, you don't have to talk to this guy, but you can talk to this guy. Run through this one like we would for the Mandarin terminal. And unlike the terminal, there's an object for you to interact here as well. So up to you. I mean, I usually do it. So yeah, that's the. So I hope how it's doing it or not. So you just interact with this security system. Yeah. And after that, then you proceed to Madame Hydra. Okay, I think fighting Madame Hydra is like to me it's like an optional thing. But if there's an option to, I mean, I don't know whether she will drop like a cosmic medallion or not. But I think it's a level. No, it's not level 60. Sometimes it's level 60. But these are a few that you can destroy as well. But that doesn't really give you much. So you may as well grab some XP from that. The next bit is really about going to Mandarin terminal, like what you would be. So here is the Mandarin boss. Again, for story, there's a cutscene. 10 rings, whatever. So I will just I'll just do an ultimate here to show you the. This is the Punisher ultimate, by the way. Done. And there's a van, by the way. That's Punisher. Can I get out from it? No, I can't. You just keep going. Okay, so that you've done. So now you've completed the. What rune do I have? No. Okay, so by now you have completed all the good stuff on up to chapter 7. Talk to Nick Fury to get your reward.
It's about time you showed up.
Okay, and believe it or not, you don't need to do Dr. Doom. So after that, you go to chapter 9. Chapter 9, you go to Ancient Ruin Site, whereby you will see the Bifrost beach and go up and collect your +1 power point. So you come up here, and there is like a Bifrost bridge coming down. Right. And I always enjoy seeing it, so you understand with me. Yeah. Then you can skip that basically. Okay, so after that you interact with it, travel to Asgard, whereby by the way, 24 minutes has passed, which is not bad. I mean, we have accomplished quite a fair bit. So after you've collected a power point, no need to do anything, just body slide back. Oops. I think we are on cooldown, but let me pause. Okay, now we body slide. By the way, I could have just exit the game, like quit the game and log back in again. That would have been the same, but I don't want to mess up with this whole video thing. So after you've done that, the last quest is about going to Odin, facing Loki. Now, in order to do this fast, by the way, so far, I think it's 25 minutes has passed. So it's not bad for what we have accomplished, but the last one is a little bit hard. So last one is about the Loki, and because both of us, me and the Hulk, hasn't done it yet, so we have to do some trick to the whole system in order to get in, bypass the whole story. So here we can't go in. So what I can do right now is to I hope they haven't closed the loop. So loophole, let's see. I can pick any hero that I go in. So the key is that I switch to a hero that I've done it before. I go into the Loki throne room, and then after that, the Hulk can then come in. Then what I do, I need to body slide out and switch hero. All right. So because my body slide is still on cooldown, so I'm going to just pause it here first. All right. So after I body slide out onto the hub, what I need to do is go back to the hero that I want to go in with, which is Punisher. So hang on a second, Punisher. So here is Punisher. And after that, I go in, I teleport into the Hulk. So yeah, both of us hasn't done Loki before, but now we skip through the whole story and we are at Loki. So I mean, this is the very standard Loki. I mean, for those who has been farming Loki, you probably know this part already. So I mean, for completeness sake, I just complete the whole thing, so I show you what are the 14 missions I do. Fighting Loki is relatively easy. Okay. Alright, so that's part 1. Then we skip part 2, then can go directly in part 2. Oh, I got no ultimate. I hope the Hulk has ultimate. Okay, so you could skip the whole thing if you want to see, which I do. Oops. Not looking good, not looking good. I hope the Hulk is coming soon. Is there an ultimate that he's doing? Maybe not, maybe yes.
Your own side.
Okay, just fighting. I'm still trying to get used to how to play Punisher, by the way. So okay, done. So after you've done Loki, and you go back out.
That's all you got?
And cutscene, and that's it. You talk to this guy and get your 5 spirit. So that's done. Congratulations. So I mean, the whole ordeal is just taking about 20-ish minutes, and you get your 4 power point, 20 spirit, permanent spirit, as well as 125 health, and you do it 3 times because you can then switch from superheroic switch to heroic and switch to normal in order to just grab the rest of it. So yeah, I mean, I thought it's good to showcase to you what you can get from the story and how you get it in the shortest possible way. So in around about 1 hour's time, you can get all these goodies for your hero. Just 1 hour of work. So I think it's worth it. Yeah. Okay. See you. Bye.